Welcome to Lapis Moon Tarot. Hope you're all doing well. It's been a hot minute. I wanted to do a reading to see how the season of winter is going to bless you, change you, transform you. Usually, winter is all about hibernation, it's rest, it's reflection. You're kind of seeing the fruits of your labor, you're reassessing, you're seeing what you're going to do in the springtime. Like, how are you going to change, or what can we do better or differently, or how do we reap the rewards of all the hard work we've put in the whole year? So it's usually a very chill time. That's why it's darker. We kind of want to be more cozy. We want to be inside more. Maybe we're resting more or sleeping more. I'm finding that this winter season is having almost the opposite effect on me. I'm feeling energized. I feel like I can take on some new projects. I've been having a lot of vivid dreams. It's really interesting, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how that translates for the collective. What are you all feeling for this winter season? So I've got 5 piles for you to choose from. If you are drawn to pile number 1 with this beautiful blue quartz, this will be a reading. If you are drawn to pile number 2 with this beautiful amethyst, that will be your reading. Pile 3, we've got aura rose quartz. Love the sheen on that one. Pile 4, if you are drawn to pyrite. And pile 5, if you are drawn to this beautiful blue lace agate. Take a moment now, take some deep breaths, and choose your pile. When you've made your selection, the timestamp for your reading will be in the first comment and in the description below. I'll get started with pile number 1. If you chose group number 1 with this beautiful blue agate, this will be a reading. I pre-shuffled the oracle cards, so take a look at these. We've got Serendipity with number 18, love that. Great Gathering, love, okay. A new start is coming, new moon, and number 24 with adjacent possibilities. This is a really lovely spread. Right away, I see you networking, like this is like a work event or something. It could be like a year wrap up, like a town hall, something along those lines, like a meeting where perhaps even travel is involved. Giving me Utah here in the background, but not necessarily. And it's like a chance meeting for new love. If you are already in a relationship, I feel like the relationship will go deeper. But there is some type of serendipity at hand here as well, like a chance, perhaps even for a trip together where you delve into your feelings, you're more communicative, it gets deeper, or you go on this trip for one reason and this other opportunity shows up. Because with the adjacent here, it's like you're not even looking for this. You're there for, business. You're there for, like, you've got a goal in mind, right? You're either networking, you're getting to know more people, or this is an actual business meeting. This is a corporate meeting. This is, hashing out the year, whatever it might be. And all of a sudden this door opens, right? For this opportunity, something new. Yeah, I mean, even this picture here, this is giving me like Amalfi Coast. Like this is Italy, it could be Portugal or Greece too. Like you get to travel somewhere new to have this opportunity to meet someone. Oh, or you fall in love with that place when you travel there for work. That's the other side of this, where it's the opportunity to perhaps even work somewhere new, change your surroundings. Like you're moving perhaps into a promoted position, or you have a meeting in a site and you just fall in love with that city, that town, and you move there. Yeah, there's two storylines happening here. That's really lovely. Whatever it is, it's very in line because it does bring this beautiful image of color and brightness and vitality and love, right? Like there's happiness here. when you look at this center card, very much ending this season, this winter season on a beautiful note, right? Going into spring. And the colors here, it's just so much brightness, like the vitality, the joy, the happiness the center card is projecting. It's very much what I was saying with the intro about how winter is normally supposed to be this like reflective time. It's introspective, it's, you know, slower, it's about rest, but not for all of us. There's this like energizing tone to this season where I'm feeling that for some of us, it's actually like, yeah, new beginnings, like good luck, like things are going in our favor. We're getting all these opportunities, these new starts. Beautiful. Justice, balance, equality. This could also mean a contract. Like I do get that for some of you. It's like you're signing a business contract, an employment contract. Maybe you're opening a new branch. Like it's just somewhere more in line with you. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is work. Okay, education, achievement, hard work and results. For a lot of you, this is definitely a promotion, an expansion, an opportunity to travel and work abroad even. Queen of Swords. We're going to get 2 more. Yep, the Moon. Beautiful. Let's get one last one. Oh, I love that, the Magician. Yeah, okay. Great spread all around. Like a lot of good stuff happening here. I kind of love this. So much major arcana. So you got the Justice, the Moon, and the Magician coming through. And I love that the Queen of Swords is here because it does feel like you're being rewarded for your intellect, your strategic mind. So you feel like expansion, like maybe there's a new branch opening, maybe you're going to be spearheading that project. This could be your own business. It could be a promotion. Like it just really feels like your hard work is paying off and you're going to be rewarded not only with something that's just, but like I see you signing a contract. Yeah, ambition and strength. Yeah, definitely seeing that. The Moon and the Magician here are really lovely because this is telling me that it's almost like you have an inkling of this happening. Maybe you've been kind of dreaming about it. Maybe, like I said in the intro, like you're having vivid dreams as well. Like you kind of have an inkling that this is coming. And the way people have been treating you or talking around you at work or, yeah, in like meetings, you're feeling like you're sensing this ahead of time and you're kind of almost manifesting it because of how you have become a little bit more intuitive. Like maybe you've started a meditation practice, maybe you've gone into more spiritual practices where you are scripting, you are manifesting on new moons. Like maybe you scripted this, like I want an opportunity to go work abroad, I want sunshine, I want warmer weather, I want to be surrounded by beauty and still do something that is, you know, supporting me, it's worthwhile, it's achieving my goals, but I don't want to do them just where I'm stuck right now. I want to, you know, go abroad and everything kind of lines up. All this green, very heart chakra, very expanded, like you're just at peace, you're like in harmony with what's happening here. And so the more you're getting inklings that this is happening for your highest good, that you're, you know, manifesting it, the more it's actually like this self-fulfilling prophecy where the more you believe in it, the more it happens and the more like quickly you manifest it. So you're kind of getting a taste of your own power here. Yeah, this is beautiful. Like just an amazing ending to the seasons. Like the winter season is going to be like such a highlight for you. Like you're seeing the reward of all your hard work. This is exactly kind of what you want in that like Capricorn season. And a little bit of the Aquarius here too, because I'm feeling you networking, collaborating. It's like-minded people. Like you really enjoy what you do and you bring a lot to the table, which is why you're getting this reward. You're seeing your own value too. A lot of positive things coming your way. Let's practice is what's really changed for you. Like I feel like that was the turning point. Whatever your spiritual practice is, the prayer, the meditation, the scripting, the new moon practices, like that maybe you're writing your prayers out and you're speaking them out loud. Like whatever you're doing there is like correct. Like this is how you're going to step into your power and manifest this for yourself. I'm going to leave you with one last message. Group number 1. Starting the reading off very strong. True feelings within you is all you need to know. Love how it's fuchsia too. Like such a bright flower coming through here. I do see that, like vitality, brightness, happiness, like warmth. Like you're going somewhere that brings you so much joy just to be there. Like it's so in line with you. Like the temperature, the environment, the beauty, the aesthetic, like it all aligns. Yeah, this is really lovely. Let me know if this resonates, and congratulations if you already have that promotion. I'll see you on my next one. Group number 2, if you were drawn to the Amethyst, this will be your reading. I've already pre-shuffled your oracle cards. We've got Yang in the reverse, so number 1, deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held, opportunity. Oh, just came in the reverse. Emotions are running high, super moon. Interesting, 2 moon images back to back, and appreciation. Okay. Yeah, this very much feels in line with the winter season. It's like stepping out of the masculine energy, stepping out of the grind, you know, stepping off the treadmill, right? That hamster wheel. I just see you just go, go, go constantly, and you're burning out, and you know that yourself. The deep replenishment here, all this moon energy, it's like it's all pulling into the feminine. Like it's time to rest. It's time to hibernate, right? It's time to not take on so much. And I know that's difficult because the holiday season, depending on what your belief systems are, especially if you are in a caregiving, nurturing position, you know, you want to make this season magical. There's a lot going on, but you can't give of an empty cup, right? Like I love how she's stepping in water too here, and she's got this bouquet of flowers that she's offering. This feels like an offering to yourself. Oh my gosh, and the moon's here too. Yeah, very much feminine energy. Whatever you can do to lighten the load, because this emotion's running high, that makes sense. And this appreciation card too. It's like it does. Oh my gosh, and she's holding a bouquet too. Okay, oh my gosh, so much. Okay, here's what I'm going to say. You are perhaps a perfectionist. Take it if it resonates. Someone who needs to have it all done and all on your own shoulders. Like you take on so much for everyone else. But when you're in this like perfectionist mode and the burnout is high, you're not well rested, you're not taking care of yourself, your emotions run high, and you're not who you are. Like you're not your best self. And then you get into this position of like badgering yourself and then stepping even more into your masculine and saying, no, I can do it all, and burning yourself even more and driving yourself and like just pushing, but you don't even appreciate what you've created. You don't even appreciate the environment you're creating for all of these people that you're trying to please and nurture and care for. There's this like real opportunity with this season to have some reflection on that. Like why the need to do it all, take it all on, have it perfect. You know, perfection is an illusion, right? Appreciating what is right now. Because if you look at her garden, this is a little bit on the wild side. Like, you know, things have grown, overgrown. There's some dead foliage in here. There's a mix of it all. But she's not, you know, deterred. This is still her garden. It's still beautiful. She's got the eye for it, right? It's still nurtured. It's still, you know, taken care of. It's just not, let's say, to the standard of a society that only appreciates things to be symmetrical or a certain way or a certain aesthetic. She appreciates all of it. She sees all of it. I think you're really standing into your own right now. Like you're coming into your own ideas of what is good, what is fulfilling for you, what is harmonious for you, what makes you feel like you have done a good job and you feel good about yourself. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to work for you and your loved ones and the ones that actually appreciate you and all that you do. So you're stepping away from this competitive, keeping up with the Joneses, having to make everything magical and special and perfect. No, it doesn't need to be that way. The main thing here is you being in control of what you're able to control, which is your emotions, your perspective, your outlook, how you view your environment, and how it makes you feel. These are the things you are in control of and should be. And how other people view your space or how the expectations of other people fall around you, that is none of your business and none of your concern. You're working towards yourself. I love how the two ladies are facing kind of each other as well, holding the bouquets of flowers. Yeah, it's like the more you rest and the more, oh, I love the be held too. The more you also rely on others the way they rely on you, the more you are going to appreciate your life and the more others are going to appreciate you. This perfectionism is almost like barrier between you and others because they don't even know how to approach you. They feel like if they make a comment or they even tell you maybe something like, oh, you should take it easy. Like, why are you so, high strung about this? Or how can I help you? You get very, very like, no, why are you even asking me? Or very defensive, very emotionally charged. And this isn't your true personality. You're burnt out. Like you're not yourself right now. And so you're seeing things through a lens where you feel like you have to be on the defense or that you have to do it all, and you really don't. And let's say that your situation is that you don't have current like good help, or you don't have a partnership that is nurturing and supportive. I almost feel like saying like match the energy then, right? Let the garden go a little wild. Don't have it all trim and proper and perfect all the time. If they're okay with it, you be okay with it. The most important thing for you is to take care of yourself. Yeah, I'm almost gonna say that the best thing to do there is to match energy. Like, let the garden go wild. Wow, Queen of Wands. Yeah, like who are you at your core? You're this passionate, amazing, creative person. So much power, creativity, leader, and focus. Yeah. If you're not feeling like this, like you're the queen on the throne, like your vision is being respected, appreciated, your work is being respected and appreciated, then you're not in the right room, right? Yeah, there's Eight of Wands here. It's like a slow down period right now. It really is time to rest. Oh my God, Four of Swords. Confirmation. It actually says rest, recovery, quiet. Yeah, rest and recovery. You are burnt out. It's time to take care of yourself. It's not time to be competitive, keeping up with the Joneses. Who you are at your core is being dampened by this burnout. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, not feeling supported, not feeling like you're in a collaboration. It feels like you're doing all the work. Like, like when you're in high school and you get a group project, except no one else pitches in and you do the whole group project. That's you. And you've done it, and you've always done it for the group that you've been with, the family you've been with the organizations you've been with. And you can only keep that on for so long. And there comes a time where you're like, I'm cutting the strings, like I'm cutting the cords, like this is taking too much of me. Look at this Hermit. Yeah. Virgo energy coming through, healing, solitude, and inner work. It's like a reflection period, especially this winter season, to look at the patterns that got you here, to see who you are at your core and how it's not translating in the environment, because you're so tired or burnt out or underappreciated that you don't get to be who you're meant to be, which is this fiery, passionate, energetic person, because you're constantly doing things for everybody else. You're running around. You are depleting your energy. For what? Right? Like, whose standard are you trying to meet? I'm going to get you a different card than I did for group number one, because I feel like a healing card would be really helpful for this group. Aside from actually resting, let's see what else you can do for this healing journey, because I think you're getting it. I think you're feeling really tired, and the fact that your emotional stability has been affected now, like you're seeing what the long terms of prolonged stress, prolonged sleep deprivation, prolonged like weariness can have on your body, and you're kind of like, no, this is no good. Like, I gotta do something. I gotta change something. We've got purpose, ashwagandha in the reverse, north node and moon. Moon is coming up so much for you. It came up in the reverse, so we're gonna read the reverse side. 54. Yeah, a lot of balance. Look at all the chakras here too. This really feels like you're out of balance, needing to realign with your feminine energy. In the reverse, unable to find purpose, feeling lost, confused, wounded from the past, and exhaustion. Right? The whole reading summarized, the guidance. Ashwagandha, like the North Node, mirrors the potentials of our divine purpose, also known as Dharma in Sanskrit. Ashwagandha contains both solar and lunar elements within it, as it provides great strength and adaptability, yet with the deep qualities of the moon, such as relaxation, lucidity, and expanded consciousness. Ashwagandha reminds us that it is not necessary to fully know the entirety of your purpose in order to pursue it. When you're living in alignment with your Dharma, there is no separation between your inner and outer realities. It becomes a cohesive expression, therefore granting a feeling of wholeness and completion. Perhaps you are not clear on your desired outcome, so your efforts feel unfocused or purposeless. Even if you lost touch with your why, remain open to the mystery of the journey. Stay focused and playful. Keep following the signs. And what I love the most about that is the playful. I don't think you play. Like, I don't think you have a hobby or do something where you're creative anymore. Even like playing with children in a way that's not like structured. Like, I feel like everything in your life is so structured. It's like by a calendar. Like, you gotta be here at a certain time. You gotta do this at a certain time. Like, you and whoever you nurture, whoever you take care of, you all need free play. Like, I almost feel like sending you out into nature and just saying like, go play, go build a fort, go, make a snowman, snow angel if you live in North America and have experienced snow already. Yeah, just, it's too structured, it's too constricted. It's time to just kind of break free of that a little bit. Find a passion that you can have a creative expression in and see how healing that is. Yeah, I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you on my next one. Group number 3, if you're drawn to the Aura Rose Quartz, this will be your reading. I've pre-shuffled the Oracle cards. Oh, soulmates, I love that. Number 41, Pillars of Light, your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle, illumination. I see angels in both these images. Really beautiful. Okay, energy is gaining momentum. We have the waxing moon, caring connection, number 14. Oh my goodness, look at these, 41 and 14, like mirror images. 5-5. You might be seeing 5-5 a lot. I know. This is really interesting. Okay. I'm getting a lot. Obviously, something with a relationship that is going to the next level. Like, you've already met this person. This could be currently someone who's kind of like in your friendship circle, or maybe you know them at work. Like, this is someone you've already met. It's going to the next level, gaining that momentum. You might have had like even a first date already, or like something that you kind of just said like, oh, it's just a meetup, it's a hangout, but it's going to be like that person has different intentions than you. Just think it's a meetup, you just think it's a hangout, but they really like you. Like, their intentions are very, very sweet. And I find like even with the imagery here, how she's looking the other way, but he's kind of like the one holding her. Like, she's not maybe completely clear as to what this is yet, but he knows already. Like, same here with this imagery. Like, he's got the key, she's the one with the lock. Yeah, I love that. They're kind of taking their time because they don't want to scare you away. That's so sweet. They're very in tune with your emotions. I do feel like there's someone who have invested in getting to know you. Like, they know about maybe your past, or you've been friends for a while, or you've been in the same like social group for a while. So they know a lot about you and how you work. Maybe even like know you better than you know yourself. I love all the white too. It's like very well-intentioned. Like, it's very pure of heart. And here too, like, the black on the outside, like with the penguin, like it just feels like they're very protective of you. Black's my favorite color, so especially to wear, I feel like it's very like it's like a little shield, right? So and how like the chest, like the vulnerable part is white because it's so innocent, and then they're like shielding you, they're covering you. It's very romantic and very like chivalrous, like old-fashioned almost. Like you don't see that anymore. Um, they were raised by like a mother that was very loving and nurturing and kind of just knew how to raise a gentleman. Like I just see something like a son that was just very much not a mama's boy. I don't want to say that, but like had a lot of respect for his mother, and so he has a lot of respect for you. Like he was just raised right and just really caring and chivalrous, and like like he opens the door, he like pulls out a chair, like he's like that. If you haven't met this person already, I feel like you will soon, and it will progress like this. Like they'll take their time, they'll get to know you. This is a whole different story here. I feel like you're being watched by angels. I think you perhaps even have like a prayer that you do, or maybe a prayer that a grandmother has said for you to have angels come and guard you or protect you. Like this is something that's happened for you your whole life. Like you've always had this kind of protection. You're just becoming more conscientious of it, like conscious of the spiritual realm, the spiritual world. You're seeing like synchronicities, you're seeing perhaps even like light orbs. It's like the way they care for you allows you to feel safe enough to explore this side of yourself. Wow, okay, yeah. Like it's like their care, their love, their nurture, that sense of security, that protection I was feeling earlier. The way the way they protect you feels like you can take a risk, you can explore other sides of yourself, you can explore your spirituality, you can feel like they will never judge you, they will always listen to you. Um, they will always support you. They might be someone who's also very spiritual themselves. So they might have a practice as well. And that's kind of also giving you this inspiration or motivation to explore that within yourself. That's really lovely. Maybe, yeah, that motherly figure in their life or grandmother figure in their life was very spiritually in tune. They might have been very wise. They might have been a tarot reader or someone who could read tea leaves. Something like that is coming through for me. I have goosebumps. They are very spiritually protected, spiritually connected, and they see that in you as well. And you're kind of exploring and coming into that side of yourself. The more you get to know them, the more you feel safe in their presence. This is truly beautiful. This is a lovely way to end the year. Six of Swords. Yeah, moving from choppy waters to calm waters. Like you might have felt for a long time like you didn't know where you belonged, or you didn't feel like you belonged on this earth. Like you just felt, there's two cards, so I'm going to keep going. I only take one at a time. Discovery, moving on, exploring. Yeah, it's just like I feel like you felt like an alien on earth this whole time. Like you didn't understand how people worked, why people don't say what they mean. Like there's a lot of layers to this. Like you've always been someone who, when people look at you, like they know you're the real thing. Like you're very authentic. That's the word I was looking for. You're very authentic. And when people meet you, they see that about you. But you've been kind of disheartened because that's not how everyone else is. And I feel like Aquarius season is really important for the two of you. They could be an Aquarius. You could be an Aquarius. Like that feeling of like feeling like an alien, like you don't belong here. You could have Aquarius in the top three. King of Cups. Charismatic, warm-hearted, intuitive, and empathetic. Okay. I'm just going to put it out there. I feel like they're the Pisces and you're the Aquarius. You two really, like, they're very spiritually gifted. You two really match well, I want to say. Like they just understand you and they kind of let you be who you are. Like they support it fully. Six of Pentacles, yeah. There's this give and take, there's this understanding, there's reciprocity between the two of you. It's really well matched. Last card, the Moon. They're highly intuitive, and so are you. You're getting into it right now, but like they knew when they first met you that it would get to this point. Like they had a feeling about you. They followed their intuition. They trust their intuition, and you're just starting to trust yours because of this blossoming relationship between the two of you, which is really lovely to see. I feel like this season is going to be a lot of you kind of healing and ascending. Like it says, like your vibration is rising. You're going to have a lot of enlightenment moments, but also like it's almost like the Judgment card. Like you shed what's not necessary and you reveal your true self with this person, and they are so here for it. Like they have you, they support you. Renewal, Mexican Marigold, time to begin again, stronger and better. And I think you two are going to have a really beautiful start to this relationship, and it's going to be on a foundation of spirituality, of give and take, reciprocity, just a really truly caring connection that is very healing, is the word I want to say. It is very healing for the both of you. Stronger and better together. Yeah, I love that. I hope this resonated, and I'll see you on my next one. Group number 4, if you chose Pyrite, this will be your reading. I've already pre-shuffled the Oracle cards. We've got Fork in a Road, number 13. Take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. There's another group that kind of had that same messaging. You might have been drawn to it. Adventures. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. And Contract, number 6. There's a work opportunity that's coming up for you, but you're going to, how do I put this, not miss it, but not take it seriously if you're on the grind constantly and you're not giving yourself time to get off that hamster wheel once in a while. And this work opportunity, it's going to bring you a lot of happiness and adventure. Like it's almost like an opportunity to do something that's a little bit more risky than you usually like to do. And I think the reason you don't like to take risks is because you're afraid to fail and then how that would be perceived. And so just don't let your pride get in the way. It's almost like have courage. Have courage to fail. Even if you do fail, you learn something from that opportunity, or something better will come along. Have courage to like pursue that risk, to pursue the adventure, to have some fun. I see you signing this contract. Like I think this season is going to let you see how much you're missing out by kind of always playing it safe. There's a time for that. Like there's a time for stability. There's a time for steadfastness and having like your ducks in a row. But it's almost like take a break from that. Like are you Capricorn? Are you an earth sign? Like someone who's just very like by the book. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But is it your full potential? Are you living your life at your maximum fulfillment? Let's put it that way. Because there is adventure, there is variety out there for you. There is opportunities that are going to fill your heart. You know, they're going to fill your life with so much beauty and so much like new experiences. And not in the sense that like, you know, it has to always be exciting, but just different. Just, you know, some variety, some change of scenery needed here. And to kind of just let go a little bit. I feel you just really hold on tight. There's someone who perhaps really cares a little too much what others think, or of meeting your goals and your expectations, like you're really hard on yourself. You just keep flipping over. Like, am I doing this right? Yeah, I feel like you hold on really tight. Tight on the reins. Like you're hard on yourself. You've got high goals, high expectations. Or even if you don't have high goals and expectations, you have this expectation of steadiness. You don't like when you don't foresee what's going to happen, or there's too much change, there's too much unknown. It gives you a lot of anxiety because you always want to have that projection that you can handle it all. Like you're okay, that there's nothing that can phase you, like you don't fail. Queen of Swords. Yeah, very ambitious, very see how she's so like tight and rigid? Like you just, oh, it's like by the rules, by the book. Like there's no flexibility. The queen is also very strategic. Like think of it that way. Think of it like giving yourself a strategic heads up by having a little adventure, having a little risk, seeing what life can do for you, seeing where you can excel, seeing what other skills you have. Like you almost have to trick your own brain. The Hangman, yeah, you gotta sacrifice that need for control. You can't know every outcome. You can't be in control of it all. You're gonna make yourself crazy a little bit, you know? The Mother Star, yes, I love it. This is very unique to this deck. The Mother Star almost feels like the Magician card for me because it's got all of the minor arcana. So you've got the cup, you've got the pentacle, you've got the sword, and you've got the two wands, right? So use all of your faculties, use all of your skill sets, not just the sword, not just your mind. You're very intellectual. You might be someone who's very strategic in the sense that you foresee anything that could possibly go wrong, and then you take the safest route. Like I feel like that's your strategy in life. Maybe because you want to be comfortable, you want to, you know, not have the risk of instability, of not having everything you need or require. Like I do really feel like you've got a lot of earth placements in you, and there's nothing wrong with that. But look at this, Two of Pentacles. There's got to be balance. Too much of a good thing, too much of one-sidedness. Eight of Pentacles, you're a hard worker. Yeah, you've got two Pentacle cards here. You definitely have an earth sign in your top three. There is nothing wrong with hard work and achieving your goals and setting high goals and being ambitious. But I feel like the Two of Pentacles is coming out here to tell you that if it's not also in harmony with your purpose in this life, with your emotional well-being, your spiritual well-being, you're missing out. You can do so much more. You're not just the steady, hardworking person. You're not just a strategic person. You also have the cups. You also have the wands. You have passion. You have creativity inside you that needs to be harnessed and tapped. You know, Leo energy, right? Creative. Fifth house. What are your gifts? What are your talents? I think you're going to sign a contract by the end of this year, or this season, this winter season. You're going to start something almost bold and different than you ever have before. I feel like you're going to make this decision because of the fact that you're going to slow down a little. You're going to actually take stock of what's happening around you in your life. You're going to look around and say, like, you know, I'm stable enough. I can take a little bit of risk. I've always done exactly as I'm supposed to. I've crushed every goal. And if I take this risk and it doesn't work out, it's okay. It's not a reflection of who I am as a person. I'm allowed to take breaks. I'm allowed to have adventure. I'm allowed to make mistakes. Temperance, find balance, and be centered. Yeah, there's a real call here to have harmony, to have balance. You can't always be one thing. Like, stir it up a little bit. Shake it up a little bit. Yeah, I like this for you. I hope that's resonated. And I'll see you on my next one. Group number 5. If you chose this blue lace agate, this will be your reading. I've pre-shuffled your oracle cards. We've got community number 8, Starseed, what lights you up? Change. Oh, I love this imagery. It's like the carousel horse, but with this beautiful hot air balloon. Okay, I'm gonna get back to that. Okay, balance spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. Pisces season will be in February to March. You might have Pisces in your top 3, and we've got the sun, number 1. Yeah, this is a really lovely reading. A lot of blessings happening for you this season as well, because you've got Jupiter coming through here. What lights you up? What energizes you? What's your purpose? I feel like you found a purpose that does light you up in service of community, like strengthening community, maybe making connections within community, helping people. It feels like spiritual work, healing work, it's all in one. It's almost like having realized how disconnected we all are from each other, how modern society and the way that we live our lives is so unhealthy. It's so lonely. It's so disconnected. It's making us unhealthier, like physically, emotionally, spiritually. And you're applying this knowledge in a practical way. Like you're actually thinking of doing some type of community-based work, maybe opening a center, maybe you're helping, I want to almost say like single parents, like learning new skills. There's taking care of kids, like making children center of your community work. There's a lot, especially with the play here, like the carousel. Like it just feels like having fun, bringing joy back into community, maybe even having like spaces where community can come together, like families can come together, kids can play, parents can have like a space where they can socialize or maybe catch up on work. And it's not just like being home all the time or just being at work or just being at school for the kids. It's like this third place where community comes together and people can have fun, and it's so energizing, it's so fulfilling, it so much joy, so much happiness, and it's so blessed. It's like we used to have these places of community. I mean, if you live, let's say, maybe in a religious environment, you know, your temple, your mosque, your church, those were your places. But with modern living, we don't have that many places to go anymore with community, especially if you're not, let's say, a practicing person in your religion, or you're far away from religious centers, or you are in disagreement with certain things. So where do you go as a family where everyone can receive that socialization, that sense of community, togetherness, that joy, that happiness? You don't really have those many spaces, especially with the barriers of entry. Like, let's say, even if your kids are in sports or whatever, well, not everyone has access to those places. Not everyone has the finances for those kinds of places, right? So it's almost like like something lit up in you. Like you want to create this type of environment, this type of space where there's fun and play and joy and blessings. And it's like almost like a spiritual experience for everyone coming there, because they no longer have to just feel robotic and isolated in their lives. It's not just go to work, you know, come home, make dinner, have the nighttime routine, go to sleep, you know, next day, like rinse and repeat, right? So it's very spiritually based. And it's got children at the center of it, which I kind of really love. It feels very caring, nurturing, and like solidifying and fortifying your community, like making sure that everyone feels included, everyone feels connection, everyone feels blessed, you know, blessed to be alive, blessed to have neighbors, blessed to have children laughing, playing around them. This is really beautiful. What a reading. Tower moment in the reverse. Something that needs to be released before this can happen. I think you perhaps gained this realization because of what your personal experiences have been. Maybe there's two, so I'm going to keep shuffling. I only take one at a time. There's been a breakdown of an important relationship perhaps for you, or you felt this loneliness or this disconnection or this burnout with work, and you're kind of like, is everyone feeling like this? 8-8 coming through here. 8 of Cups in the reverse. Okay. And 8 of Swords. Yeah. I see you feeling very, there's a lot of empathy for almost like the collective anxiety, the collective malaise, the collective isolation everyone is feeling, like with this person especially, where they're in between all these swords. They're afraid to do the wrong move where they're going to get cut, but they don't realize that, if they were to step to one of these swords, they could break free, untie their binds, take off the blindfold and walk out of there, right? But there's just this fear that's holding them in place, this anxiety that's causing them to be almost paralyzed. Same thing with the 8 of Cups. It's like unable to release or let go of this anxiety to make the right decisions, the right moves for yourself. It's like a lack of community. 4 Wands in the reverse. It feels very much like disconnection. 2 Wands in the upright. I like that. Plans and partnership, influence. It's going to be you. You're going to kind of rally your community, your friends. This could be a group of like-minded people to almost like radicalize the way we look at community, even centers inside communities, how we bring people together, how we allow for everyone to kind of share the resources of this community for the betterment of everyone, like for the betterment especially of the kids. But how do we support everybody? How do we break free of this isolation, this loneliness epidemic, right? This disconnection from one another. And I see you creating, like, it's very Aquarius almost, like good connections, good networking with people that you all bring a piece of the puzzle in, like that practicality on how you're going to make this work. How are you going to build this? How are you going to get funding for it? How are you going to organize it? Wow, this is really, okay, this is huge. I'm actually going to get you a different oracle card for the final card. We're going to read that from the book because I feel this is doing your purpose. This is the Dharma. This is fulfilling what you came here to do. Very much in line with raising the vibration of the earth, doing important work that helps everyone. Very spirit on by perhaps seeing all of the veils drop, especially in this month of October and November, where we are seeing the illusion of freedom, of humanity almost. And you're saying, well, how do we combat that on the level of where we are? So where I stand right now, how do I combat all of the horrible things that might be happening around the world? And you realize, like, at the core of it is good community support. That's how you build strength. That's how you build foundations. That's how you build a world where children are at the center. Lay of the land, ancestral wisdom, number 34. You are so meant to do this work. 7, like 34 going to 7, very spiritually minded. This is you at the top of the mountain. This is you leading. This is that influence I was feeling for you, leadership role. I feel like your ancestors are guiding you. I feel like you were meant to do this work, this healing work. If you were to actually like look into your ancestral lineage, I think you would see that you probably had a lot of people in your lineage that were leaders, healers, that held a lot of wisdom. Let's see what's going on. Past lessons, being well informed, ancestral wisdom. There are times when you're meant to discover and explore new terrain in your life, even to be part of a wave of change. This is one of those times, and what you're contemplating is perhaps new to you, but others have laid well-worn paths and left wisdom for you to rely and reflect upon. This is so you have a better understanding of the potentials and possible pitfalls on your journey. When you know the lay of the land, you are better able to fully experience what is being offered to you. This is a wonderful time to seek a mentor or advice from an expert or elder. That way, you will be able to meet life's opportunities and challenges well informed, knowing you have a map. Now you can be curious about what else is here. This is a path that promises success in all areas. Where others before you have dared to tread, you will discover the treasures they have left behind for you to make your own. This is so beautiful. I hope that has resonated, and I'll see you on my next one.